Hello guys, it is May. It's time for an update. So let's talk April. April wasn't the best month, not gonna lie. Started off okay. We had Easter. I had a long weekend. I had the 4 days off. I made a nice roast dinner. I got lots of Easter eggs, which was nice. And it was half term. So Thomas had 2 weeks off school. But yeah, so work-wise, let's talk work. I have had 3 slots opened up for PT. I have had 2 long-standing clients leave in April. One of them, I'd been training PT classes and stuff for about 7 years. And then my other lady has been coming for about 1.5 years. There's different reasons as to why they left, which I'm obviously not going to go into on here. But yeah, it's made me feel like shit. I know these things happen, but I feel like sometimes I think what upsets me the most is the fact that I feel like I'm quite approachable. I feel like I'm quite open. I feel like I'm a good listener. I feel like if you've got something going on and you don't want to leave PT, but for whatever reason you feel like that's the only choice, let's have a chat first, because you never know what I'm going to offer. I might offer you something that you probably wouldn't even realise I would offer. But yeah, I think have a chat with me first. And I've always said that to my clients. But that being said, you know, if someone decides to leave, someone decides to leave. Now, that doesn't mean that it doesn't hit me hard. And I take it as a massive rejection. It is a downside of having a business and being self-employed when my brain thinks the way that it does think. I try my best to let things slide, and I try my best to be different in how I might approach things. But at the end of the day, my brain works the way my brain works, and that's all I've ever known. So, you know, it's just one of them, isn't it? So yeah, I don't want to talk about that anymore. So I've had 3 slots opened up a week, which means that I've now got a total of 5 slots open a week. I'm not gonna lie, like I've had thoughts in the month in April where I actually sat down with my husband and I said, I don't know if I want to do this anymore. I do sometimes find certain things a struggle, and I feel like when I felt the way I did and the way I felt rejected like that, I was so close to calling it a day. But some crazy part of my brain is still telling me to carry on. I would feel guilty, I think, letting my existing clients down. I would feel guilty on myself for putting myself through all that hardship of doing my qualifications and leaving a very good job in London to do this, to then have a rough month and be like, fuck it, I don't want to do this anymore. So I'm going to stick with it for now. But I have felt, like I said, on and off shit in this month. So I'm still trying to pick myself up, but it's a new month. So I'm going to try and be as positive as I can. So yeah, so I've had a few new inquiries, which is good, but times don't work for them or whatever. So it is what it is. Like, it'll happen when it happens, right? This happens to me, and it's happened to me for so many years. Like, I'll have a bunch of people leave and it will be dead for a little while, and then I'll have a load of new people start. So yeah, so that's that really. I have also got the app, but if I'm being really honest with you, the app is something that is there, but I need more people committed to it before I then invest in it. So it is something I've trialled and I do like it, but it's not available as of right now because I haven't invested in it because I need more people wanting to do it. But because it's so new, I need to give it time just to simmer and just see who's interested. So that's that. I'm gonna stop talking about that now. So yeah, from a training perspective, so training for myself is going really well. I've still been doing 5 gym sessions a week, incorporating powerlifting moves, which I'm increasing with either form or reps or weight on a week-on-week basis. I've been doing Pilates for about 6 weeks now as well on my rest day. Yeah, I'm due a rest week from the gym at the end of May, so I'm actually having a week off work at the end of May. Tom's off, Thomas is off school, I'm not going to the gym, so the world is our oyster for that week, so we're going to plan some stuff in. I've had a few nice things happen. So I went to see Stranger Things in London. That was very good. I went to a sound bath. That was very good. We're going to the cinema tomorrow. So yes, there's been some nice things planned. I've got some things planned in a couple of weekends' time as well. Quickly going back on the work front, I have got 2 collaborations in the pipeline. I've had a conversation with 2 businesses. They're both on board. So watch this space on that. I don't really know the ins and outs of it yet and when it's going to happen, but it will happen. So watch this space. It's exciting. What else? Things are just ticking along. Can't really think of much else to say, really. As a whole, like I said, April was rough for me. I've taken it hard, probably harder than I should have. But I am coming out the other side now, and starting to feel a bit better about things. So yeah, I think I'll leave it there. But let's hope that May is a better month, and I'll check in with you guys next time.